Everyone, myself Pooja Singh, Relearn Geology. Here I am going to teach you about the sedimentary structure. This is the part 1. This is the very introductory video about the sedimentary structure. So let's start. So in the first slide I will tell you about the what is sedimentary structure is basically about, how do they get formed, what is the significance of sedimentary structure, and in the upcoming videos, upcoming slides, I will tell you about the types of sedimentary structure and the tables which includes different types of sedimentary structures. So now I can describe what is I have written in my all slide. So in the first slide, basically I will tell you about what is sedimentary structure is basically. So sedimentary structure is basically a feature, large scale feature of sedimentary rock which can be seen by the naked eyes in the sedimentary rocks. For example, ripples and mud cracks. Now you can ask me question, how do they get formed? So they get formed by different processes like fluid flow, sediment gravity flow, soft sediment deformation, biogenic activity, etc. So and now you can ask me what are these processes are. So I can make a separate video about these processes, but right now I will briefly explain you about what are these processes are. First, your fluid flow, which in fluid flow basically water plays a very prominent role, and which finally led the formation of formation of different sedimentary structure. And sediment gravity flow, in the sediment gravity flow, gravity plays an important role for the formation of different sedimentary structure. And soft sediment deformation, where the deformation is not very much, or not a very on a very high scale, but by on a lighter basis by some external forces. And now coming to us biogenic activity, where some fauna or some animals is responsible for the formation of sedimentary structure, which is your biogenic activity. Now coming towards the significance of sedimentary structure, there are different significance of sedimentary structure. It tells you about the environmental condition, paleocurrent flow direction, relative water depth, tectonic forces, and relative current velocity. So how it tells you about the environmental condition? For example, mud crack, we can take the example of mud crack, which is a V-shaped pit in the sedimentary rocks, which tells you about the desiccated environment where the sunlight is very in a very high amount, which led to the evaporation of water from the sedimentary rock and consequently the formation of mud cracks. And second example is your lenticular and flexure bedding. So what is lenticular and flexure bedding? Basically it is sand and shale are embedded within each other, and both in the different lenticular and flexure both indicates a different amount of sand and different amount of shale in both structure. I will explain about this lenticular and flexure bedding in the upcoming videos. And lenticular and flexure bedding simply indicates calmer, whether the environment was calmer or whether the environment was more agitated or high energy condition of a high energy. Lenticular and flexure bedding basically indicates your fluctuating environment. Now coming towards paleocurrent flow direction, where the current ripples indicates the in which direction the water is basically coming from. So current ripple where there is a cross lamination, and which tells you about where the basically the water is coming from, and that is your paleocurrent flow direction. Now coming towards the relative water depth and relative current velocity, we can club it together so that and because they are highly related for the formation of certain sedimentary structure. For example, your dunes, which is undulating form of ripple, large scale ripple. Antidunes simply form in is also an undulatory form of current ripples. And your cross laminations, 2D laminations, 3D laminations, etc. These all are formed at different water depth and different current velocity, and all these specific structure indicates a particular water depth and particular current velocity. So you can tell about by knowing. I will teach you what are these structures and how the different water depth and current velocity affects the different types of different level of formation of sedimentary structures. Now coming towards the tectonic forces. Sedimentary structure do tell about the tectonic forces. For example, your graded bedding, your mud cracks, scour marks, these tool marks, these all tells you about the top of the sedimentary structure. These all not basically the tool marks and scour marks. These tell you about the top of the sedimentary structure. If you found it in a reverse sense, or in a top down sense, then you can say there is some tectonic activity has been happened there. So obviously the sedimentary structure tells you, if it got inverted, it tells you about tectonic forces too. Now coming towards the types of sedimentary structure, what you can ask me what is different types of sedimentary structure basically. So it is of two types, primary and secondary. Primary structure is basically which forms during the deposition, for example cross lamination and ripples. And your secondary structure is formed which forms after the deposition during the burial diagenesis, for example scour marks and slump structure. Now there are basically four processes involved in the formation of sedimentary structure. First is your depositional structure, which that is your structure which do get formed by the deposition of simply the deposition of the sediments. And second is your erosional, third is deformational, and fourth is biogenic. I have explained it in earlier PPT of mine, that what are these basically processes are. Not all, but especially biogenic, I guess, and the rest, depositional, erosional, deformation, all the words itself describe itself that what are these, how these structures are get formed by these processes. So basically most of the sedimentary structure which is found in the fields are basically two types, which is shown in this table, which is I have taken from the sandbox. You can see here in the table 1 where the stratification and bed forms, bedding plane markings. These are basically most common sedimentary structures found in the sedimentary rock. And there is other structures which is also important. So you can I will correct my PPT here. This is not basically two types, but basically three types. That is your stratification and bed forms, bedding plane markings, and other structures. And there is a sub table in the table 1 which includes the sedimentary structure which formed by different processes, like your depositional structure, erosional structure, deformation structure, and biogenic structure. So I guess I have explained all the points here. So if you have any doubt regarding the sedimentary structure, that is what is basically the sedimentary structure is, and what I have all included in this slide is basically about. If you have not understood anything in the whole video, you can ask me questions in the comment section. I will reply as soon as I can. So that's all for today for the sedimentary structure. Thank you.